Hi everyone, welcome to this video. Since the weekly is actually this week is actually the same one as the very last weekly that I posted here on YouTube, I'm just gonna avoid obviously redoing that because it's a week apart, it's kind of useless. So I thought instead to take the slot that normally goes for the weekly here on YouTube and instead just play one game in Nightmare single player. We're gonna be playing easy Tanglewood, and I just want to show as much as and give you as many information as I can and how you can do a perfect game now. And we got a blood moon. Alright, that's something. Actually, no, we're not gonna take that. So I'm not gonna lie, I normally start off just with media stuff. It's an unfortunately bad habit, I'm aware, but that's mostly because I started. Actually, first thing we're gonna do is go find the breaker real quick. Oh, and we got mirror. I really like that, because with the blood moon I believe my sanity is drained 10% of extra than normal, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, however. So I'll just try to give you every piece of information that I can think of. As I said though, as I was saying, I unfortunately play mostly multiplayer. Not unfortunately, like I have a really good time, and that's probably why I have so much fun with this game. But at the same time, the game is different when you play multiplayer. And I like to collect these pieces of evidence other people are not as interested in, so I end up getting them myself. And here we already saw two things that yeah, no, what thing it. Ooh, I took a video though. I managed to, I think no, I didn't get it in time. So yeah, I was saying, like, I think she's here. We're gonna record something. I believe this will fall as whispering, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know where she is. Oh no, I should be on top of her. And it's my hot lady? No, it's talking. Okay. That's a door, and we can take a video of that. So actually, let's put this down. I got lost, but okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, I have a rough idea of what you might be, but we'll see in a second. I need to go back and grab the rest of everything. So yeah, normally I just keep the evidence items. So video camera, photo camera, and the sound recorder, because I play with my friends and my friends grab everything else. But when I do play solo, I start with those, find the room, throw everything in the room, as you can see. And I do need to grab a tripod, however. I'll do that after. And then I start bringing in all of the items. So I believe this is gonna be the room. It's either the room or the ghost spawned in that room. The ghost, when the game starts, spawns in a random room, which might not be the room that the ghost actually, like, its actual room. If it's not, if they don't overlap, the ghost is actually gonna start going to its own room when you open the door of the map. So, three options, as I said. Either that is the room, that's either like it didn't spawn there, or it was roaming, whatever. It's like unrelated, it doesn't give us information. Or it's not the room and it's a stalking ghost and it roamed over to us, or teleported if it's a wraith. So those are a few things that we can already tell. At the same time, since I don't know yet, we're gonna check in just a second with the thermometer if it is. At the same time, we can already cross out one ghost and potentially two. We can cross out Oni, because while it was doing that whole event and I was recording and everything went crazy for a second, it did the mist, the airball event, which the Oni, I think everyone knows by now, but the Oni can't do. So we can already cross it out because it's coded to not be able to do that, which is good because honestly have been messing me up recently since the update came out for some reason. I always misidentify them, so I'm very happy about that. If this is the room and we don't get orbs, this is not a mimic. In general, you could cross out ghost orbs, but I'm playing on Nightmare. I have 2 evidences. The only thing that I can do is keep in mind what evidences I'm not seeing. And the mimic can't hide orbs. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I actually went to the bathroom because I really had to go, but I kept this on recording. And I'm curious. I'm gonna stop it first. I'm curious to see if we got anything. We got an object thrown, which actually I think is our very camera. And if you're curious about this, you just gotta single click it. That's a difference. Instead of holding it if you have the actual camera in hand. And it stays recording until the video goes in standby, so you can actually just sit here, you can open your journal and do your things as long as you're within range. If you play on PC, however, and you have 2 monitors, if you tab out of the game, whether you tab out because you go into your second screen, or honestly, even if you just have 1 screen and you just tab out of the game for a second, it's actually gonna stop the recording. That's to avoid you just blatantly, you know, passively play the game. In my case though, I had to go. Ciao. Did I not turn on any light? No, you turned off the breaker. Okay. So that's one other piece of evidence actually, even if not like direct. Yet that is not your room. I'm gonna use the mirror, I think. We might use the mirror. Let me go check real quick. I don't know if it moved or not because, as I said, unfortunately, I went to the bathroom. Okay, this is your room. Yes, 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 yes. Well, we just move this. We grab our stuff and we move here. Now that we kind of, you know, confirm that this is the room, we can clearly see. I'm recording just in case the camera sees something and I don't get to hold in time. As we can see, we don't have orbs, so as we said, we don't have a mimic on our hands. At the same time, it turned off the breaker so we can cross out Jinn. I made a video about ghosts that you can cross out. The only new thing that I would change, and I would, you know, tell you to keep in mind, is that the Banshee now can change room. That's the only difference. So do keep that in mind 100%. But aside from that, I'm gonna take one just in case. I don't know what my sanity is at. I wasted too much time. Generically speaking, what was I saying? Please tell me I took just one. Yes. I don't know what I was... Oh yeah, the Banshee now can change room. That's the only thing that changed from that video. So everything else... Oh, it went downstairs. Why did you go downstairs? Everything else though, it's still accurate to date. Another thing which isn't like not accurate, it's just like an added thing. The phantom the phantom hiding during events in the photos. The phantom, if you take a video of the phantom while you're taking the video, it will still be visible. It will get invisible after you're done taking the video. So if it's doing a ghost event, it will go invisible after it completes the recording. I mean, I kind of forgot, but yeah, should be obvious. It stepped in salt, so it's not a wraith. which already, you know, actually crosses out one of the options of it being a wraith that stalked us, and that's why it evented on me over there. Now, this cruci is gonna help, but only partially. There's only so much that it can do. I love these giggles. I really, really like them. Both of them. I think it's just two, I can't remember. So we got talking, laughing, which is considered unique, like, by itself. Threw something over here. The photos, honestly, might just be the thing that's the hardest to complete, unless you have pieces of evidence that are easy. Because we can take a photo of the cursed object, the bone, as usual. We can take, like, guaranteed, we can take a photo of an EMF reading of any kind. And by the way, if you have EMF 5 as an evidence, you can take a sound record of it. We're just gonna take a couple of things for no reason in particular. I'm not trying to test for anything. Oh, there we go. I was just trying to give it stuff that it could interact with. We got our EMF reading. That was rude. I believe we already have a video of an object thrown. Yes. Let's see. If we're lucky. Yes. So you can actually take 4 ghost photos and videos. Technically, it depends, you know. That's EMF 5. Let's see. Let me show you. EMF 5. So I was saying the photos, like, for the ghost has the 4 unique things. Dot state, shadow, which is the one we just saw, translucent, which is kind of like transparent-ish, like the model is simply black, but still has like all of the shadows. You can still see the model clearly. It's not like the actual shadow. Normal ghost. And then technically for the video you also have hunting a ghost, which is also dope. So we are good on audios. I don't know if she changed room. Let's see. No. No. So we have just one piece of evidence for the moment. I'm just gonna put it to record real quick while we look at this. We might be able to cross out Obake or Bake, however you want to call it, because it has ghost orbs and UV technically, meaning that first off, Obake or Bake has a forced evidence UV. I made a video about that if you're interested. Did I put it on recording? Yes, so I don't have to look at it. But either way, you know, it would be hiding ghost orbs, which makes sense. And that also means that it skipped every single UV step that it took, which would be pretty mean. We can take a video of the salt, so we're gonna do that. Also, if you want to take like 2 videos at the same time easily, you can put down a motion sensor and salt, and when it steps in, you just hold the record. When it steps in salt, it's obviously gonna trigger the motion sensor, and so you can do that too. So we're gonna put some more salt. You know, unfortunately, I'm playing single player, so I can't just have the camera recording, so I need to hold it as it steps in salt. I just need 1 because it's the last video that I need. I'm also outside of the room, so we can technically also be checking for dots at the same time. We could take a video of those lights flickering. We already had the salt? Dang it. I didn't realize. Mist form. Dang it. Let me turn this off. Are you here? Are you close? Are you here?
Close knit.
Okay. You can take a recording of the of the spirit box sound recording of any answer. One. You can take it just one because it's counted as spirit box response. So we're left with 2 ghosts. Oh my gosh. These are the worst ones. I hate them actually, but it's okay. So we need a photo and a video. Since we already had the disturbed assault, and we need a photo. The photos are honestly the toughest ones to get, always. Always. We're gonna put down a candle and a motion. Let me think. I need to think real quick. What photo can I take? Well, I can take the crucifix when it decides to burn it. It just doesn't care to burn it. So we're gonna put this to... Oh, it already touched it. Okay. I think this is too big of a range, actually. I'm not sure if I was the one clicking the motion sensor. I might have been. But if I wasn't... Oh, you turned off the breaker again. If I wasn't the one triggering the sound sensor, there we go. You can also take a sound record of that, of the candle. No, probably I was. I probably was. Because I was saying, like, if the ghost was here and interacted with a door over there, because I think, yeah, that would be the only, it must be that way. It sounded that way. Then it would be twins. Let me grab it. I don't want to cause a cursed hunt, but I don't know what my sanity is at, because obviously it's hidden in Nightmare. So, I'm just gonna grab a couple more smudges to be 100% sure. Turn this off. Okay, this room here somewhere. And that's the only interaction I can hear. Oh, right, this one is actually off. It turned on a light, I think. This one. Was this on? Can't remember, but I think it turned on a light. I think I heard it. I'm sitting in this room and specifically here because the light is off. So this way we're not sitting in the dark like in real life, but I'm draining my sanity. I'm just gonna use the mirror for like a couple seconds. Oh, you changed room? Well, good thing I got to get all of the evidence in time. I got everything in time before, and if she starts hunting, she's gonna hunt over there, by the way. This room is still cold. But I got spirit box. You can technically only get... So, I don't know if this is twins, but if this is twins, because it hasn't given me anything yet. I believe it is gonna be twins. I'm getting ready with a timer. I just don't want it to be able to see where I'm going. Okay, she's in the garage. Oh, there we go. Oh, I couldn't see her. So, this unfortunate. She did not get triggered. I didn't want to waste more than one smudge because this is technically a blind spot, not a hiding spot. Meaning, also she will be able to hunt pretty soon anyways. Meaning that the ghost, it's like, unless it comes all the way here, it doesn't see you. And it's called a blind spot, not only because of that, because, you know, just by walking here, the ghost can't see you. Even if it's over here around the table, it can't see you. Okay. Also, keep in mind they are 10%, I believe, faster. With Blood Moon, the ghost. So this is called a blind spot because of that. But because the ghost also has the tendency to not come all the way here. They still do it. It's still good to have more than one smudges. Okay, hunt is over. She doesn't know that I'm here. I'm still gonna sit outside because there's a chance that if she knows where you're hiding during the next hunt, it's like 50%, she's gonna come over and check the place where you're hiding. Also, we're good on the level of my sanity for the hunts, so... and also, I don't know the objectives. Okay, let me put down a crucifix in there then. What I was saying, though, is if it is twins, you can get spirit, but like, they're not two physical ghosts in the house. There's the primary ghost, the actual ghost that is in the ghost room, and yada yada. And then there's the second ghost, the second twin that simply interacts around. So let me grab the camera, because if she burns the cruci, I can take a photo of that. That's the last thing I need, right, for perfect? Yes. So you can only get spirit box through the actual ghost, which is the one that's gonna be in the ghost room. The second twin is gonna be somewhere in the map. It's gonna have its own room, but it's gonna be in the map. You can't get ghost orbs from it. You can't get spirit box from it. I don't know why she's always here though. That is confusing. No, you are twins. You are twins. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I mean, we can try it again. We can time it again. And you can hear actually it's a different speed. Even if maybe you can't tell if it's fast or slow, which it is fast. I might be cooked. No. Very lucky. Even if you can't tell, you know, if it's the fast or slow twin. I don't really get twins a lot, honestly, so I struggle with them in terms of speed. Okay, I got one, which is good. But yeah, technically, you can only get spirit box from the actual first, the actual ghost twin, if it makes sense, the physical one. So when I said, oh, are you twins, and this was the like I was never in the ghost room, first off, it wouldn't have made any sense because the temperature was way too low. But also, I got spirit box here. That means that that was the actual one. Now I just needed to do that. And now she knows that I'm here. So let's see if perhaps we got the lockers open. Yes. There we go. Beautiful. And again, I timed it again. 1 minute and 22, which technically, it's not perfect, but still, even if I took it, even if I did it, say, which didn't happen, but even if I started the timer a minute, a full 60 seconds, after smudging, still, it would be 2 minutes and 22 seconds, so that's not a spirit. We just did a perfect game on Nightmare with Blood Moon. And we are everything, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, perfect game. Here we go. Twins. We got the objectives. We got the media. Perfect investigation. We found the bone, obviously, to get a perfect game. Blood Moon and the 2 random ass dailies. And then, if we're curious, favorite room changes are 3. Now, we can't know like that much in detail, but I believe the 3 rooms were the dining room where she initially blew the lights and evented and all of that, then the living room where we were most of the times, and then I believe that's like the the kids room or whatever it's specifically called, but like that room, the one where it just burned the cruci. I believe that's what it is. Also, time out of the favorite room. Well, it took me a lot this game, also because I did poo in the meantime. But yeah, it only stayed outside of the room for 6 minutes. Chances are, when I got Spirit Box, that one was still the room and it didn't simply roam to me. You can 100% get Spirit Box with the ghost just being outside of the room. You don't need it to be in the room. You need to be close to the ghost. But it's only the twin that's actually in the ghost room, the twin linked to the ghost room, that can give a Spirit Box, not both of them. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. It was fun, it was interesting. I also did take, very leisure. I was taking my time with it. So yeah, if you have any doubts, anything that you want me to talk about in a potential future video, I do plan on making more videos about Phasmo and trying to help and stuff like that. We could even start a little series, I guess, for small maps. Maybe we could start with just the small maps for now and go through all of them in Nightmare and see how that goes. Let me know. Either way, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you for stopping by and like the video if you had fun, because it does help me. Hopefully I get to see you in the next one. Bye!